So, Bismillah Rahman Rahim, our third topic of that, in continuation of Dode Farm lecture is for suppositories. We've already done. First was definition of suppository. Second was formulation of suppository. Now, today is our third topic. It's method of preparation of suppository. How the suppository is prepared in a small scale or in a larger scale. So, yesterday we learned there was a hand formulation, hand preparation, hand rolling. The oldest and simplest method of suppository preparation, how they are prepared by hand rolling. The mass is, we know the mass is formed into a ball in the palm of the hands, then rolled into a uniform cylinder with a large spatula or small flat board on a fill tile. The cylinder is then cut into the appropriate number of pieces which are rolled on one end to produce a conical shape. Effective hand rolling requires considerable practice and skill. Suppository pipe or cylinder tends to crack or hollow in the center, especially when the mass is insufficiently kneaded and softened. So, first is that method of preparation of suppositories. First is the mold. Molds used in preparation of suppositories. The molds used in preparation of suppository are the metal devised with different shape. It is consists of two or more parts which are joined with a screw. Inside the molds, the cavities are made up of aluminum, brass, stainless, steel, plastic. Molds having different capacities like 1, 2, 4 or 8 grams. So what? In first preparation of type of suppository, we use molds. These are molds are of metals. They are fixed with screws. Inside the molds, the cavities are made up of aluminum, brass, stainless steel, and whichever is required. Inside that, they have this type of material. They have different shapes, they have different capacities. As per the formulation record, as per the size of suppose required, they are of 1 gram, 2 gram, 4 gram, according to requirement of the formulation. As you can see in these four pictures, various, one is aluminum mold and second is brass molds. Above the aluminum molds, you can see there's from this, as I told you earlier, that they're tight from the screw on both sides. Similarly, there are the brass molds. So you can see how these molds and how the suppository are prepared. Now they have large size of molds up to 3 mm. The plastic molds is there. The stainless steel molds is there. The different type of metals or plastics are used for molds. Now they must have to calibration. You must have to calibration of the molds. The first step is to prepare molded suppositories from base only. Just to get the calibration with how much quantity of that mold is. The suppository combined and average weight is recorded. To determine the volume of the mold, the suppository are melted in a calibrated beaker and the volume of the melt is determined. So first you have to calibrate how much volume, how much weight occupy a mold. How much weight, as you have no measuring cylinder, they are various marking over there up to 100 ml, 10 ml, 50 ml. Similarly, you have to calibrate here for molds what its capacity, whether it is for 1 gram, whether it is 2 gram, whether it is 4 gram. So simply you have to put melted base over there only, and then weigh that how much volume, how much weight occupy that mold. Then the lubricants used in molds, because They have to be fixed, and you must apply first lubricants. Now, cocoa butter and glycero gelatin bases are required lubrication of molds. First, they have to be lubricated. This prevents sticking of bases to the wall of mold. Why they apply? Because if they are lubricated, well lubricated, then the final product is not stick with that molds. It is also useful in easy removal of suppositories from the molds. If they are well lubricated, the prepared suppository can be taken off, can be removed from that mold. The lubricants have formed a film between the wall of mold cavity and base of suppository, so it prevents adhering of bases to the mold. So that suppository cannot adhere to the walls of the molds. The nature of lubricants should be different from nature of bases. Example, for cocoa butter bases, alcohol 90% 50 ml, glycerol 10 ml, soft soap 10 gram can be prepared as a lubricant. You can have liquid paraffin, archie oil can be given. Manufacturing of suppositories. There are four methods. First, hand molding, automatic machine molding, compression molding, heat molding. Now, four methods. One is hand molding, automatic machine molding, compression molding, heat molding. Now, first is hand molding. How? Hand molding is useful when they are preparing a small number of suppositories. It is suitable for thermolabile drugs. It is more economical methods. It is more time consuming and not uniformity process. Mean it is a small number of suppositories can be prepared with hand molding. So thermolabile drugs can be prepared with this method. It's more economical method as compared to other methods. More time consuming and not uniformity process. Step in hand molding. How you can say first what you have to do in hand molding, drugs and additives are fine powder. First they all have to make a fine powder. Then drugs added to base by kneading or trituration. You have to triturate, you have kneading, so you have to do like that. Then these masses are rolled into rods in the presence of lubricant. So put that, lubricate that rods and apply this in that molds. Automatic machine molding. All the operations in pour molding are done by automatic machines. That was hand molding. This is using this machine up to about 10,000 suppositories per hour can be produced. By this, the rate of production of suppositories is more higher than hand molding. In this, there are no chances of air entrapment and contamination of suppositories. In this, if any mass deposited in mold is not removed during cleaning, to produce overweight suppositories with mold marks. So now, because for commercial purpose, you need an automatic machine molding, through which you have to pour all the ingredients, formulations, then the machine has to work. They have to prepare, they have to manufacture the suppositories by automatic machine molding. The two types of machines molding, there are rotary machine and linear machine. You can see the shapes of the rotary machines and linear machines. Now, in rotary machine, the drug is formulated, suppository formulated. First, drugs and additives, active and inactives are added. Then make it their fine powder. Then they are melted bases plus powder. The base has to be added with these powders. First, lubrication of the molds. Put lubricant to the mold. Then put in the hopper. Mix is filled in the mold. Then cooling system. Then ejection system is there. Then packed and stores. All have to be done in a a rotary machine. Automatically, it has to be done. Linear machine. So it is similar to rotary machine, except the rate of production is more higher than rotary machine, about 10,000 or more. All steps involved in similar to rotary machine. There is no chance of air entrapment and contamination of suppositories as similar to rotary machine. The rate of production higher than rotary machine. So it's more faster because if the requirement of this suppose more in commercial basis, then they go for linear machine. Compression molding. Mostly you can see that tablets are mostly manufactured by compression. So similarly, the compression molding machines in certain type of tablets, vaginal tablets, they are under a compression has to be done. Now what to do in this? First, construction the compression machine consists of a cylinder, piston, molds, and a metallic stop plate at the bottom. Then working, when place the mass in cylinder and apply the pressure, then mass fulfill and mold, move and remove the suppositories and keep them in cool place. After cooling, release them from compression machine and pack. So you have to done by method of compression molding. You can see that process in this picture, compression molding. Upper movable mold half, charge, lower fixed mold half, ejector. Now when fix the material, it has to be compact. Then by the help of ejector, it has to be removed. Step in compression molding, what to do? Drug plus additives, make its fine powder, mixed with bases, lubricate the molds. So every time you have to lubricate the molds. Masses are placed in cylinder, apply pressure, release suppository, cool, pack, and stored. Advantage. It is suitable for thermolabile drugs because in this method, no heat is required. Rate of production is more. Disadvantage. The main disadvantage is air entrapment occurs during production, so oxidation takes place in suppository. So at that time, sometime there can be air can be entered during formulation, during manufacturing, so it oxidates. This oxidation takes place in the suppository, so there can be a problem while dispensing. The fourth, heat molding. In this process, the bases are melted and drugs additives are mixed in bases. Earlier, the comparison, if you compare, in earlier two methods, what the drugs additives are first powders, then they are added in the bases. What they do here, melted and the drugs additives are mixed in bases. The following methods are involved in this process: melting the bases, first melting the bases, incorporation of drugs and additives finely powdered and mixed on warm tile or a triturate. Then this material will filling of molds, then cool and collection of suppository has to be done. Now then after the formulation, it has to be filled. Now, how to fill? Filling of the molds. First the lubricants are applied in molds, then the above masses are introducing in molds. During introducing the masses in molds, the stirring should be done to prevent the sedimentation of insoluble solids if they present. Overfilling is required to prevent the depression in suppositories. Then cooling and collection of suppositories. After the 2-3 minutes, the mass just sets, then remove the excess mass with warm spatula. Cool the suppositories for 10 to 15 minutes in the refrigerator. Then open the mold and collect the suppositories and pack. Packing of suppositories, special packing is required. Disposable molds, these are meant for packing the suppositories. These are made of plastics or aluminum foil. So they are mostly packed in aluminum foils or plastic, whatever requirement of that is. So modern packing nowadays, machine packing has to be done. It consists of roll of packing material which cut in the required size and rolled around each suppository. You will learn when you see in a industrial setup, when you see that on commercial, how these are pack the suppositories. Storage condition. It is stored at 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, used airtight containers. Suppositories with cocoa butter stored at less than 30 degrees centigrade. Suppositories with glycerol gelatin stored at more up to 35 degrees Celsius. Stability problem of suppositories. Blooming. During storage, cocoa butter suppositories sometimes show deposition of white powder on the surface. This results in suppositories of disagreeable appearance. Hardening. During storage, the suppository made of fatty bases become hard. It occurs due to crystallization of bases. This also affects the melting and rate of absorption of drugs. Evolution of suppositories. So in the last, we'll do evolution. So we'll do in the next about evolution of drugs. Test of apparatus will do about test of these molds.